The Miller's Tale by Geoffrey Chaucer. Edited by Emily Maulding. There once was an Oxford student named Nicholas, who studied astrology and lived with an old carpenter named John. John was highly possessive of his young, attractive wife, Allison. One day, when the carpenter was out, Nicholas and Allison began to flirt. Nicholas grabs Allison and she threatens to call for help. He begins to cry and she feels bad for him and agrees to sleep with him at the next given opportunity. She is afraid that John will find out, but Nicholas devises a plan to distract her husband. Nicholas claims to be sick, so John sends a servant to check on him, and then John decides to see for himself, claiming Nicholas's astronomy studies has caused the sickness. Nicholas tells John he had a vision from God and says that there will be waters twice as great as Noah's flood that will wipe out the entire world. Nicholas instructs John to fasten 3 tubs, each loaded with provisions and an axe, to the roof of the barn. On Monday night, they will sleep in the tubs so that when the water comes, they can release the tubs, hack through the roof, and float until the water subsides. Nicholas also warns John that it is God's commandment that they can only pray when they're in the tubs. Nobody is allowed to talk. Monday night arrives, and Nicholas, John, and Allison ascend by ladder into the hanging tubs. As soon as the carpenter begins to snore, Nicholas and Allison climb down, run back into the house, and sleep together in the carpenter's bed. But Nicholas is not the only one who wants to be with Allison. A merry, squeamish clerk named Absalom also likes Allison. He serenades her every night, buys her gifts, and gives her money, but Allison loves Nicholas. In the early dawn, Absalom passes by, hoping to stop in for a kiss from Allison. Absalom walks up to the window and calls to her. She harshly replies that she loves another. Absalom persists, and Allison offers him one kiss in the dark. Absalom leans forward eagerly, only to find his lips pressed against her naked bottom. Allison and Nicholas collapse with laughter as Absalom stands outside disgusted. Determined to get revenge, Absalom runs to the blacksmith and obtains a red-hot iron poker. He returns with it to the window and knocks again, asking for a kiss and promising Allison a golden ring. But this time, Nicholas, already up to relieve himself anyway, sticks his rear end out the window and farts thunderously in Absalom's face. Absalom brands Nicholas's rear end with the poker. Nicholas leaps up and cries out, "Help! Water! Water!" John, still hanging from the roof, wakes up and assumes Nicholas's cries mean that the flood has come. He grabs the axe, cuts free from the tub, and comes crashing to the ground, breaking his arm. The commotion attracts many of the townspeople. The carpenter told everyone about the coming flood, but Nicholas and Allison deny it and tell everyone that the carpenter is crazy. The townspeople laugh, and the miller merrily asks that God save the company.